Hello, everyone, and welcome. We're not doing a show tonight, as we said on the last show, but as we did say, we have spent today recording a very, very special episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast. I know Sotomayor episode, the one we did, everyone who fucking rented it told me it was good. If you guys haven't seen that, you can check that out as well. But today, we shot the one that I think people really, really, really want. We finally shot the all Brett Keane episode of the Drunken Peasants podcast with Paul, the historian, and Stevie, the Brett Keane noob, and, of course, me and Scotty and Ben. So we fucking watched 2.5 hours worth of Keane footage and commented on it.
I am psychologically damaged.
Yes.
Tell them the title, TJ. Tell them
the title of the episode is 23 Situations, an Odyssey into Brett Keane.
Yeah, and explain why it's called 23 Situations.
Because that's how many times he said situation.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think
it's kind of misconstrued because like it's almost like all in the first two videos we watched that he says situation just over it.
There's a rapid fire,
like a
situation.
Nervous tick. There's one point where he says it like times in a row in quick succession. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Like 5 situations in under a minute.
It's crazy shit.
And actually, we were talking about this that with Tommy we watched. Like, I think we get Tommy a lot better now. With Brett, we felt like we just scratched the surface.
Yep. Yeah, like it's called an Odyssey into Brett Keane, but really it's almost just chapter 1 of what I think. I mean, if you guys make it successful, then we'll definitely do more because there's definitely a fuck of a lot more that we could go through.
Yeah.
Now, Stevie, you were the Brett Keane novice here. You until you came here until yesterday, actually. Not yesterday, but until Wednesday, you'd never even seen Brett Keane or had any idea what he looked like.
Nope.
Now you have been a swim in the sea of Brett Keane. What do you think?
Well, swimming in the sea of Brett Keane, I feel very dirty.
Yeah.
And I honestly thought these guys just always over-exaggerated about Brett Keane, but I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I've lost my fucking mind just watching these videos.
Yeah,
Paul,
it really
it's
is
always the same tone.
Paul, you're the resident Brett Keane historian here. What did you think of our little odyssey today?
I mean, you guys, we cast a broad net. We took Keane videos from different eras in the Brett Keane cycle. We had a few Stallion videos in there. We had some off of YouTube, exclusive videos that nobody on YouTube ever got to see. But TJ's right. I mean, we barely dented the surface on this motherfucker because there's so much. At one point, TJ talks about it in the episode. There was a point where Brett Keane was uploading 6 or 7 videos a day. So, I mean, there's an ocean of shit out there. So, if you guys like this one, I mean, there's plenty of material.
There's plenty of material
sequel.
for fucking sequels. So we wanted to just share with you guys this clip. We're going to go ahead and play a clip from the thing we just shot here, this 23 Situations, an Odyssey into Brett Keane. Help you guys decide whether or not you want to spend $2.99 renting this son of a bitch.
$2.99.
Checking it out. I mean, that's
Vimeo on demand.
Pretty reasonable price. I was paying, it's about the price you pay for you pay $1.99 on Amazon for a fucking 22-minute episode of like The Simpsons or something. So $2.99 for 2.5 hours of entertainment. It's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
I would say it's pretty awesome. I think we had some good laughs and shit, but you judge for yourselves.
Yeah.
Check out this clip.
Check out this clip. Link in the description. So I have 2 videos. I have Brett Keane explains his domestic abuse charges first explanation, and Brett Keane explains his domestic abuse charges second explanation. Mm-hmm. So we'll watch the first one.
Yeah, let's see.
Alrighty.
Hello, folks. This is Brett Keane.
Oh, you got teeth still.
I didn't know if I wanted to make a video about this because this is really, really fucked up. It's just totally fucking out there. Some guy named Contrast is posting records of me all over. Anybody who makes a video that disagrees with me or attacks me or claims that they own me, the guy's putting records up of my past. and he's trying, I guess it's obviously to try to destroy my character and my reputation as a human being and stuff on YouTube. I don't know what the hell it is, because YouTube is a place where people just make videos and try to have fun and all that shit. So I'm going to have to talk about some personal things and shit that are very upsetting in my life, because I know this asshole's trying to spread it all over. He's posted it several times on videos of my own, and he's also posted on all these other people.
Okay, so pause it. So basically, this was the point where Brett can no longer deny his past, and he was being called on it by enough people like, Brett, why does someone keep saying you beat your wife?
Yeah.
So this is this video, basically.
Yep, his first attempt at explaining away the domestic abuse charges.
There's probably going to be assholes out there, fuckhead atheists out there, who are going to be making videos about this. So I figure before it excels and turns into a huge ass ball of flame flying my way, I figured I'd deal with it right away.
Yeah,
Whoops.
right.
Okay. Obviously, he went to some kind of public records thing and copied and pasted the information that was on
Wait,
there
did
to
you say
paste on these different
public
web-
records, Brett? So they're public? Oh, so it's just a factual account of what's happened in your life and your arrest record. Okay.
websites. They're basically abuse charges. One that is towards Cindy Keane, and one that is
they're not
towards
basically,
my
they
wife,
are.
Dawn Keane. I've only been married once. Cindy Keane is actually the name of my mother, who is dead.
That's because I killed her.
Oh, Brett, that makes it so much better when you say, oh, it's actually my mother who I have abuse charges filed against me. It's your own mother, you know, or someone overheard something and called the cops, but you were charged with abusing your own mother, Brett. You're a real winner, guy.
Like father, like son.
There's
Yeah.
a story behind that, though, you guys.
Oh, I'm sure.
When I was 18 years old, and you'll see the dates on the charges that you see on there, you'll be able to see all this for yourself and be able to put up the numbers and all that. And I'm going to go ahead and express this. This is so fucking dumb. When I was 18 years old, my mother, as you all know, was sick. I pointed that out in my videos. She got cancer, and she was having a lot of issues and a lot of problems.
Wait. You not only did you get a charge with abusing your mother, you got charged with abusing your terminally ill, cancer-ridden mother.
Yep.
Brett, I'm sorry, but who's in the position, before I even hear your shitty explanation, which I've already heard before, who would be in the position of someone who's like going through chemotherapy or has cancer, or is like going through all that and suffering, is really going to somehow be responsible for you doing something? Like I'm really straining to see, but let's hear.
She was also very, very heavily religious, as I pointed out in my videos. Well, what happened is that I came to my mother, and I was talking to her, and she asked me if I would attend church with her, and I said no. I don't want to go to church anymore. I don't believe in this stuff. And I was just starting to get out of Christianity, and I turned into an atheist at that point.
Magically.
That was when I first became an atheist.
Yeah, one of many fucking times.
So what happened is that my family got all up in arms, and they got all bent out of shape about the whole situation. And
Situation.
Situation.
All right, that's one. Let's count the situations. So,
Yep.
Situation.
Do we need like a situation alarm, man?
Dude,
Really,
I'll keep a running tab here, dude.
Yeah,
I'll put
Paul, your job is to tally these.
Yeah,
dude.
I'll put a mark for every situation here.
Get one for individual and one for situation.
Yep.
bonus for like sitting there.
Sitting there.
My family had disowned me. I told you guys all this in my videos before. I was very honest about, you know, my childhood.
Let's just take a moment to reflect upon Brett saying, I was very honest.
Yeah.
It's such a beautiful
I mean, he's not
thing.
even honest in this video about the number of charges against him. There are multiple charges from Dawn. So
Well, he's just been fucked over so many times, Paul.
Right.
Paul, he's just been fucked over by the law of time. He's innocent, man.
Yep.
Come on.
And growing up that I used to be a Christian, and
Look, it's not his fault. All he does is hold his fist out, and Dawn's dumbass just goes running into that son of a bitch, you know?
It's not Brett.
That's just how she is.
Yeah. It's not Brett.
There was some abuse involved. My father used to beat the shit out of my mother and cause her
Like
problems
father,
and
like
stuff, and she got sick.
You know,
And
we're
later on
hearing a lot
down
of
the road,
talking.
she killed herself because she found out.
But I'm not hearing a lot of your explanation. I'm hearing a lot of context of, let me just, they're all really bad people, and I'm just, a nice, innocent boy, and I was 18 years old, and I just happened to tell Mommy and Daddy, and they just couldn't handle the news.
It's strange that there's no mention. Brett's talking about his dad here beating up his mom. No mention of him knocking all of Brett's teeth out.
Yeah,
at this
strange.
point.
Oh, that's unusual. And you notice he has teeth right now, too, so that's strange.
Well, those are false teeth.
Oh, those are the dentures, right?
Yeah,
False teeth.
definitely the dentures.
He had dentures
So
for
what
only the
happened
front of his
was
mouth.
that when she
Yeah,
found out,
having, like, his
and I
buck
told her
teeth,
to her
too.
face finally that I don't.
Some of those, he was like, make my dentures look all crooked and fucked up so that people know that it's my real teeth,
I didn't know that Brett Keane had a sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. When I was going Motion, I saw one of her videos on there.
Oh.
It was interesting.
Believe in the whole God thing, and I don't believe in religion and all this stuff. She threw me out the fucking door. She put me out on the street. And I continued repeatedly going up to the door and knocking and asking for my mother to let me back in. I said, Mom, I love you and I care about you, but I just don't believe.
Let me in, you fucking
Yeah,
bitch!
there's no fucking way, Brett. If
God damn it, you stupid fucking whore! Jesus Christ!
Brett has nowhere to go. He has probably not a cent to his name, but he gets thrown out. We're supposed to believe that he's just gonna fucking stand there and be like, "Hey, can I get back in, Mom?
please, Mommy.
I love you so much. I love you to bits, Mom. Please, just let me back in."
His basic explanation for why there's an abuse charge filed against him from his mother is that he got kicked out when he was 18. Welcome to the fucking club, douchebag. Like, who doesn't get kicked out when they're fucking 18?
Even this shit anymore. I don't want to be a part of this. And she would not open the door for me. I spent almost 6 months to 7 months out on the street because of the situation. My family members would not let me in unless I agreed to go to church and become a Christian again.
Oh, whatever.
All this has been talked about in my videos so many fucking times. This is retarded. My mother told me that if I didn't get away from the door that she was going to call the police on me. She said, I don't want you around. You're a fucking demon. You're an antichrist.
Before or after you were on the street for 6 or 7 months?
Yeah, it's confusing because at one part he's just he's knocking on the door to come back in, and then he's on the street for 6 or 7 months, and now we're back to him knocking at the door, and it's kind of confusing.
Yeah, right, dude. Brett was on the street for 6 to 7 minutes, probably.
Yeah, I don't see Brett surviving on the streets, man.
Dude,
kinds of
that's just him being tough. Oh, I'm tough, Brett. I was on the street for 6 to 7 months. No, you weren't, Brett.
Underneath the bridge.
A single day to Brett is like a million years.
It must be.
Because my mother felt like if you weren't a believer in God, then you weren't nothing.
Oh,
And I
woe
hate
is
to
me,
sit here and
Brett.
talk
Under the
about my mother
bridge
in this fashion.
downtown.
Sit there.
I ate some mac and cheese under the bridge downtown. Yeah, you're never on the streets, Brett.
I ate some mac and cheese.
No, he was on the street,
Because
like I said, for 6 or 7 minutes.
I love my mother and I respect her, and I know that she wasn't feeling good, that she was sick, she was dying. So she called the police, and the police came along and they basically took me off, and I got to spend 24 hours in jail because of that.
Brett,
how is
Brett,
that abuse?
Yeah, that's not abuse, Brett.
Yeah, so let me get this straight. The police came and they're like, can't be knocking on this door, buddy. 24 hours in the pokey.
One, Brett.
All right, we hope you enjoyed that clip.
And we'd also like to ask you guys, you guys might remember from last year that we had the Drunken Peasants FanDuel. We had our own listener league for the Drunken Peasants. We have that once again. The entry fee is, what is it?
It's $5.
$5 an entry.
You can do up to 3 entries, so total of $15.
There's 50 slots.
Yeah, there's 50 slots, and prizes are awarded to everyone 10th place and above. And, of course, the top people get the most most out of it.
So the top 1/5 of you will win some money.
Yeah, so TJ, you're winning nothing.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's FanDuel.com/peasants, and the link is in the description. We will all be playing. Scotty was probably the most successful
last
year. So if you guys, have what it takes, if you think you're better than Scotty, bring it on.
Yeah, you guys are always talking about what a piece of shit Scotty is.
Let's see.
Come on, FanDuel. Prove that you're better at Scotty at picking who's going to win sporting events and shit, dude.
This year, I'll be learning how to play fantasy football. This will be my first time ever playing fantasy football.
It's easy.
This is really easy. Like when people normally play fantasy football, it's the whole season and you have to draft. And if I have a player, you can't use that player.
This is one week.
Yeah, this is weekly, and we could all pick the exact same team if we wanted to. Technically, it doesn't matter if you have a player that I have.
Picking the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders, baby.
Oh, you're fucked.
Well, you're fucked then.
Yeah, Paul's fucked.
Isn't the Raiders playing the Saints for their first game?
I'm not sure. No,
I don't know.
Yeah, actually, I think they are.
Oh, really?
Oh, they're about to get spanked, Paul.
Raiders going to be decimated. Anyway, guys, just wanted to share that with you. Wanted to share this FanDuel Listener League. And, of course, please check out that all Brett Keane episode of The Peasants. We will see you guys. When are we seeing them next? Monday. See you guys Monday. Peace.
That's FanDuel.com/peasants, right?
Yes.
Correct.
FanDuel.com/peasants, and currently we have 9 entries out of 50, so we have 41 left.
41 slots left, everybody. Join up, sign up. They're going fast. All right.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.